Okay, we are back with a brand spanking new Monster Energy review. For any of you guys tuning in or viewing this for the first time, we are doing weekly Monster Energy reviews. I've been a fan of Monster for a very, very, very long time. And thanks to my community telling me to push the boat out a little bit and dabble in some other flavors, we are going across, I say we're going across the UK. We're going through the different flavors that I can get my hands hold of here in the UK. And again, thanks to my supporters and thanks to my community, they've hooked me up with a nice couple of little exotic flavors. We've had great fun doing the review thus far, and there is a bunch of flavors that we still need to go through. We've said it before, I'm going to say it again. I guarantee GTA 6 is going to be out before we finish the Monster Energy review. What we do is when we do these reviews, we go through a handful of criteria. We look for 4 categories. I look for smell, flavor, taste, and kick. Each one gets a score out of 10, and at the end, we give an overall score out of 40, 0 being the worst and 10 being the best. When we eventually reach the end of this Monster review series, we are going to list them, and I'm going to get a big old Monster Energy fridge in the background. I'm going to put my top 10 in there. No, what we're going to do is we're going to create an analytical graph or pie chart or something. I don't know, because I'm not really that mathematical minded, and we are going to rate them from worst to best. Now, the thing is, I've actually been quite lucky. I've pretty much enjoyed majority of the ones I've had. A couple of like really thrown me off guard or caught me off guard, and a couple of like really surprised me. There's a couple that I've done that have now become my regular favorites. I was an OG drinker since the beginning, and that's all I knew. So before we get into this review, I'm going to ask you guys to do me one little favor. Okay, if you're enjoying the Monster Energy review series that we are putting out, please let me know down below in the comments some future reviews you would like to see me do. Is there some ones that you specifically want to see me get my hands hold of? Is there ones that I've done before that you didn't know, or have you got favorites? Just let me know down below in the comments. Once you've done that, don't forget to hit the like button, don't forget to sub to the channel, and of course don't forget to drop a follow. When we do these Monster Energy reviews, we do a little, a little something special on the side. We also like to appeal to the ASMR community. Now, me personally, I don't quite get it. Some people like watching videos of people eating ice and stroking microphones and listening to calming, subtle tones of another person's voice on the internet. I don't get it, but I aim to please. So we do a couple of little extra things when we're doing a Monster review. We do a little sniff test. We give it a little... because I like to educate people. And with doing these Monster reviews, I'm giving you guys an honest review on what I think about the Monster, but I'm also giving you life lessons. We like to call them life lessons with Cruel. So what I like to teach you guys is, and I feel like this is something you should just do anyway, before you put something in your mouth, before you taste it, you give it a little sniff test. Yeah? Because 9 times out of 10, if something don't smell right, it's probably not going to taste right. Once we've done a little sniff test, we like to give it a little slurp test to make sure it tastes nice. I guess that's the only way we're going to find out what it tastes like. But my favorite ASMR thing to do, this isn't just my favorite ASMR thing to do, this is just one of my favorite things to do in general, is cracking open a nice, crisp, cold can of Monster Energy. And we do that before we do the others, because to me that's the most important one. Well, I don't know, sniffing it before you put it in your mouth is probably quite important, or sniffing it before you at least taste it, quite important. Now, you guys have started a little hashtag and you thoroughly enjoy it, so please feel free, have at it in the comments with the hashtag #SniffMyMonster. Okay, so tonight we are doing one that I'm apprehensive about, I think is a fair assumption to make. The visuals on this can look fantastic. It is very appeasing to the touch. It looks great, but I just don't know what it's going to taste like. I've got a feeling, I've got 2 ideas what it could taste like, right? And we'll discuss that in a second when I reveal this can to you guys. Yeah? Does that make sense? Okay, so tonight, ladies and gentlemen, for our latest Monster Energy review, we are doing Ripper. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm not really too sure what this one's going to be. So for me, I kind of think it's either going to be banana tasting, which I don't know why the fuck you'd want a banana flavored energy drink, or it's going to be another orangey flavored drink. Now, we've had a few orangey flavored ones, and I actually really like them, so I'm not objective to it. But for me, the visuals on this can, like, it's just, and I don't know if you guys can hear this, potential side quest mission with finding cool feeling monsters. Ripper. It could be orange flavored. It could be banana flavored. I thought I may have done this one before already because of the name Ripper, but I actually don't know because it's a really cool, funky can. Anyway, I'm not going to bother trying to read the instructions because I'm not going to know what flavour it is because, like I said before, I'm ridiculously dyslexic. I struggle reading people's names out on Twitch or people in chat, so I'm not going to even attempt to try and read the ingredients. This has got a nice squeeze to it, by the way. I don't know if you guys... Do you ever guys ever pick up a Monster and be like, oh, it's got a real nice squeeze to it? This is also part of the juice range, and that's kind of a bit of a reoccurring thing that is probably one of my favorites. Okay, so, ladies and gentlemen, if you have got headphones in, I sincerely urge you to turn the volume all the way up to the max because we are doing our first ASMR of the evening and we are cracking open a nice, crisp, cold can of Ripper Monster Energy. This one is my favorite. There you go. Now, sometimes I get an instant waft of Monster. Yeah, sometimes. Not always. Sometimes it's a good thing. Sometimes it's a bad thing. Sometimes they smell like one thing and taste like something else. But that's not the case with this one because from here, I can't smell my Monster. We are going to get into the sniff test, all right? Like I said, before you taste it, before you put it in your mouth, have a little to make sure it's okay. Again, it's not always the same. That's not... That rule doesn't always apply. Oh, I just got a little hint of it. Okay, right, little sniff test, chat. Ooh, that one smells good. Oh, that smells really, really good. That smells really, really good. I'm sorry. Listen, I can't hang about with this one tonight. I feel like I'm salivating. I'm spitting everywhere. It's spitting everybody in. Little Peter K reference, just in case anybody got that. 10 points to you down below in the comments. They're waiting for you. Okay, chat, we're going to go for a little slurpy slurp test to see what the flavour of my Monster is. For the life of me, I couldn't tell you what that flavour is. Couldn't tell you. What is that? What is that? Does anyone know what that is? Does anyone know what the flavour of Ripper is? I'm going to have another one. We need to taste it more. I mean, it tastes delicious. It's a really nice drink. Like a really nice drink. Does anyone know what the flavour of Ripper is? It's fantastic. I just don't know what it is. Tropical fruit. Really? Is it really? Because it's like, it's really subtle, but it's really, really, it's all Monster's website says. Tropical fruit. Listen, it's like a really subtle flavor, but it's absolutely delicious. That's genuinely, it's a really nice drink. It's not like super overpowering. It's not like super punchy. That's just sort of like, again, I'm already thinking of summer 2025. I'm telling you, this is another just casual daytime summer vibes. Summertime. Don't copyright me, please. That's where I'm at with it. I'm just finding fantastic flavors for summer 2025. I'm telling you, we're having a Monster pool party. I'm going for the big one, chat. Bear with me. Excuse me. That was a pathetic burp. I know what the taste is. I know what the flavour is. I just can't think of the name of it. It's reminding me, again, we've said this before, it's reminding me of like a nostalgic fruit. I don't know what fruit, not fruit. It's reminding me of a nostalgic sweet. This is what I'm really enjoying about the Monsters, is that it's bringing me back a lot of nostalgia. Like a lot of these flavours taste like old sweets or like stuff that I had when I was a kid. So if you guys want to tell me or find out what that nostalgic sweet is, please do me a favour. Go and check out Ripper, our latest Monster Energy review from Monster Energy. Again, part of the juice range. These are probably my favourite ones from Monster Energy is the juice range because they're really juicy. They're really fruity, really juicy with a little zing to it. So yeah, like absolutely, you have to go and check that. If you guys see that in a shop somewhere, in a local store, go and pick it up. That is definitely getting deleted. Go and pick it up. Go and check that out. Ripper from Monster Energy. That was just a really pleasant summertime drink. I'm already looking forward to that. And if you guys, again, enjoying the Monster Energy reviews, please let me know down below in the comments some reviews that you want to see me do in the future and some flavors you want to see me do in the future as well. Whether they're ones that I've done and you don't realize yet, please go and check them out. They're up on all of my social media platforms. If you guys haven't already dropped a little like on the video, please do me a favor. Don't forget to drop a little like. Do not also forget, follow and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And if you haven't already turned on those notifications, please make sure you smash the bell notification button so you get notified every single time I upload a piece of content and go live. And until, ladies and gentlemen, the next Monster Energy review, I'll see you later.